Is it love making me feel this way? Or is it nanomachines, son? Welcome to Deep Thoughts While Gaming. I'm Chris Chappell. Son, you've got a way to fall. When we first heard that 20 years ago in Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, boy did we not know how true that was. War in the Middle East, economic recessions, a literal plague. The world we were born in no longer exists. But we can pretend, thanks to the release of Metal Gear Solid Delta. Nostalgia is like a grammar lesson. You find the present tense, but the past perfect. That's right, you can't say goodbye to yesterday. Dive back into simpler times of the Cold War, espionage, international intrigue, thermonuclear Armageddon. You know, maybe we don't have it so bad. Snake has never looked better. And this from a series full of barely repressed homosexuality. And it's not just the graphics that have been updated. Delta comes with the very modern price tag of $70. But the cost of nostalgia goes much deeper than that. Across the gaming industry, we're seeing stagnation and decay. A rot caused by an endless stream of remakes, each designed to cash in on our childhood nostalgia and our desire to retreat into the past. There's nothing wrong with some nostalgia, but how much time are we spending living in the past, really? And what more can we really get from unearthing old ideas? Well-known psychotherapist Sigmund Freud would say that during periods of stress, we revert to earlier stages of psychological development. In this way, nostalgia not only lets us avoid the current thing, but also return to a version of ourselves that emotionally feels more safe. Why try something new and scary? Isn't life new and scary enough? Remakes provide the perfect intersection of making you and your corporate overlord both happy. Because ultimately, your corporate overlord is giving you what you want for what he wants. Easy money. So just relax, eat some member berries, and stick with what you know. If this market perspective on gaming makes you slightly uncomfortable, it should. The same perspective that gaming is ultimately a business is what has led the industry to be filled with microtransactions and gotcha boxes, and has ultimately helped kill innovation. The reason we liked the original Snake Eater is because it was something new and fresh at the time. That's what made it stand out enough to even deserve a remake 20 years later. It pushed the boundaries of gaming at the time, in terms of graphics, story, and character development. And that's what makes Delta so meta. The entire Metal Gear franchise is about people being stuck in the past, unable to overcome the tragedies they faced, repeating the same mistakes, and trying to rewrite history to find a better future, to find their outer heaven. The Snakes are effectively genetic eunuchs, unable to leave behind a legacy, a future, and so they can't say goodbye to yesterday, or to hidden pinup girls. Naked Snake is unable to let go of what happened here in the wilderness of Snake Eater and his mentor, the Boss. How the legacy of the Boss should be carried out is what sets off the entire Metal Gear franchise, the past devouring the future. Like an Aurora Boreas, a Snake Eater, Kojima, you genius! I'm convinced the Death Stranding series is a work of prophecy we'll be studying for generations. But that's a topic for another episode. Is nostalgia what we really want for ourselves? As Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh has stated, the only moment in which you can be truly alive is the present moment. Getting stuck in the past means never moving forward in the future. It's like copying an image again and again. Over time, it degrades. Thank you for watching Deep Thoughts While Gaming. And remember, the hero's journey begins when you leave behind home and the comfort of all that's familiar and venture out into the unknown. So join me on a grand adventure by hitting that join button to become a channel member and supporting more Deep Thoughts While Gaming and my crippling addiction to remakes and reboots. Speaking of classic games that deserve a remake, check out this Deep Thoughts While Gaming about Eco and why it's a game modern boys need.